No, I don't have anything but, like, broad strokes.
Mm-hmm.
You came up with a song. Damn, son.
Basically just detailing the life of giants as they moved from the flatlands to the mountains.
Sort of migration or nomadic custom.
Yeah, where they found their home, where they were free to live as they chose.
Darian closes his eyes every now and then during your exchange, but it's very obvious. He closes his eyes just so he can hear you better, more intently. Images swirling in his head. I think I'll have to practice this. He opens his eyes. But I think it'll be good.
It is good to understand that we are not as we appear, and that there are true monsters out there.
A flicker of fear flashes across Darian's face. Indeed. Indeed. He closes his eyes once more. I've always wanted to be a bard. Singing tales of bravery, of courage. I've always wanted to inspire people. So when times get rough, they can keep going. When the fight doesn't go their way, they'll keep fighting. Good versus evil, I suppose.
Indeed it is. It is good for the people to have hope when they do not think they can persevere.
He strums his lute, just a few strings of the lute. Ba-doom. Indeed. He opens his mouth to say something, but he stops himself, noting, consider it a bard sense. Someone else takes the stage. You guys recognize this. Well, everyone except Rashid recognizes this guy. Well, actually, Rashid, you actually probably seen this guy around. Second wave or two. You guys see the guy that had a falcon, and the guy that had his wolf. He takes the stage.
Oh, yes.
And then he doesn't say anything, but the room, that external room, people on the railings and such, they quiet down, and some people go inside and open up the doors. He speaks. He doesn't shout, but his voice carries the sort of heaviness of it. Something of note, while there are some civilians here, a lot of expeditionaries are here. And it's to them, you guys included, that he addresses. The place quiets. Expeditionaries! He waits for everyone to actually shut the fuck up this time, fully. Expeditionaries, we got new orders. Everyone's to report into the Expeditionary HQ tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy your time here at the tavern tonight, but do not drink yourselves too heavily. That is all. And then he begins stepping you off. Sir! Someone from another table raises his hand and shouts. What are our orders? Pass that. Find some teammates, ready yourselves, and get ready for some marching, some exploring, some killing. Get ready to go on an expedition. First wave, second wave. We're all taking steps out in this coming couple weeks, so get ready for it. And then he walks off stage. He walks out of the establishment. He's a second. He's a second waiver. I don't know. All of you roll I don't know. All of you roll your background information. Maybe one of you interacted with him on your trip over. He's a second waiver.
Okay.
Fair. Oh, this would be a disadvantage, wouldn't it?
Your mind's a bit groggy from the tree, man.
I'm gonna use the inspiration thingy. Maybe I don't have to because I got a 23.
Every time you say that, it doesn't matter.
No,
yeah, Rashi, you don't know who that guy is.
What
That's fine though.
The attribute?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
For this time.
Yeah.
Alright, you're keeping a 1-to-1 ratio, Rashin. Wise, holding up strong. I like it.
Yeah, Roshan goes to like notice him, but then starts sniffing and smells the animals.
There's something about the animals that reminds you a bit of home. Not simply because they're animals, that's not what I'm implicating, but something just to them. There's some sort of ionization to the air around them. Alright, so basically all of you except Rashin. Like, you guys sort of don't... You guys have, like, passing interactions with him, each of you, and you sort of, like, I remember him, I'll remember what's up with him, and then you guys hear from the murmur from the tables around you, like, must be serious if they send the huntsman out to talk to us. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's right, he's called...
He doesn't have a name, he has a title.
He has a name, but most people just call him the huntsman. He quote-unquote fights with the animals that he brings around, and supposedly those animals will do shit. Not just bite and stuff, but, like, let's see. The bird will, like, become, like, lightning when it strikes down, the wolf will catch on fire and incinerate its foes. Yeah, something like, basically, like, evil, D&D Pokemon, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I was thinking, like, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that works, yeah.
Do y'all like to explain this?
It's up to them if they want to explain it. It's like, oh yeah, he's
yeah.
And then you guys just sort of talk about how you interacted with him. He usually keeps himself, if I'm being honest. He's here. He's very professional. He's here for the job. What that job is might vary from person to person. Some people are out here to kill Scornken and purge the world. Right, Shin? Some people are here to run away. Some people are here to hunt traitors. No, the huntsman falls somewhere on the explorer and hunt side of things. But the full, obviously, no one's ever bothered asking him. But yeah, he is a second-weight officer, and to be considered to be considered an officer before you even get somewhere it means you're relatively significant.
Hey.
Yeah, I would like to catch him on the way out if he's leaving.
I think the group would explain it quickly enough. Probably some other people are like looking him up, like, sir, should I just asking him stuff? So you as the parties discuss this, Rashin, you know enough, you get it enough, stand up and go walk over to the huntsman who's talking to the sort of this woman who's sort of dressed, I guess, more akin to like not a battle mage, but it's hard to describe. It's like, how about this? Dressed in finery, but still armored. More like an ornate knight. I guess that's a better way of putting it. An ornate knight with like a lot of tabards and shit like that. A lot of scripture. Yeah, so this person's asking him something. That should do fine. Just don't over-prepare for one scenario, so you get screwed for another. And then he sees you approach, and he just crosses his arm. And the dog just sort of growls at you for a bit, and then he taps its head and stops growling. That's something I can help you with, Expeditionary?
Yeah, while talking to him, I would hold gaze with the dog.
It doesn't break eye contact with you.
Good, exactly. Is there a way to tell, like, how this dog feels about him?
I guess this would be animal handling. I think that falls under animal handling, certainly.
Boy, I'm just so solid on rolls.
Ooh. I mean, you have your fellow party members out there.
Nah, it's okay.
Can my drunk ass tell as well, or just no?
It's.
I'm saying you have an
It
actual
worked out.
inspiration.
Oh, I mean, I do have
I mean-
inspiration.
Nah, don't worry about it. It fits.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, it's an obedient dog. It seems to like him. It respects him heavily, certainly.
They say you command the beast, and you have the smell of them. Do you command loyalty or fear?
He looks down at the dog. He's still locking eyes with you. I owe my life to thee. And he gestures to the falcon on his glove. I owe my life to them. I'm more loyal to them than the other way, I would say.
We all owe our lives to the animals and to the earth as she has given us many gifts.
Man, we don't have Fred here to do bird noise sound effects. Fuck!
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Speak true to me, huntsman.
He looks you down the eyes.
Are we hunting the Scornkin?
Amongst other things. But we will be hunting. Likely hunting them far more than anything else. There are other things out there. Beasts that are not so pure as these. And he pats his wolf's head. Ones that are similarly corrupted by this land. You will have to fight them. You have to fight the Scornkin that may or may not employ them. You'll be hunting the traitors.
He just, at the sound of that, he just grits his teeth and his 4 large tusks just like shift. It seems the corruption is worse than I was led to believe.
I'm finding out more and more by the day that this place is more than what we signed on for. But we signed on for it anyways. So we're gonna get it done. At this point, another falcon swoops in and lands on the glove. It has like a little missive tied to it. There's like 2 birds on his entire arm. And he undoes the missive and reads it.
I am a stranger to you, and thus you owe me nothing. But I promise, if you give us a mission to slay Scornkin, I will see it so.
That might be happening sooner rather than later. I know you appreciate the beasts of the land. What about their ghosts? Their corrupted ghosts.
My heart is heavy for those we have lost to this corruption. And I will do what I can to see them return to their natural ways or put down.
He holds up the little note that he got. It's up to you.
I would take it. Me and just say, my people's ways is that we are a spoken tradition. As such, I do not know how to read.
You know, I'd say he did that. Fair enough. He tucks it into his pocket. It says 3 names.
But I do keep the company of many wizards.
Risen eyebrow with that. He looks you up and down. Fitting. Give this to them then.
My thanks, Huntmaster.
No, master. Just a man. He sort of swings his arms and the 2 falcons just soar off. Come on, boy. We got places to go.
He looks around at the animals and the other people in the tavern.
Everyone's watching you. And him.
It would seem that the people and animals do not agree with your statement.
There's only but a couple masters of the hunt. And no mortal should ever try to claim it.
Then truly Sylvia guides your path.
he gets like a focus, like stoic look on his face. He takes a step around you, gestures like present himself to the rest of the room, not on the stage, but just behind you. Expeditionaries, the hunt is on.
Oh yeah.
He turns on his heel, goes back to you. Good hunting.
And to you. Yeah, walks back over and hands the note to Samuel.
Yes, I think the other two are a bit
The
slow.
not intoxicated wizard here.
Yeah.
What? What's this? Huh?
I have procured us information for the next mission.
Oh god, tomorrow's going to suck.
Okay.
But as
Well,
such,
that's
I
your
am not able to read it myself.
Okay. I'll read it.
On it is 3 names, as well as short, really concise, really brief, sort of, I guess, strategies, tactics, characteristics. The names have quotations, because obviously you can't ask a scoring can for what it's called. But, the first one reads, Astro Animal. I'll type this out for you. An astral animal-based scoring can clan. According to this short description, they have a particular style of magic. Fell magic, truly. One that is quick, and one that they don't particularly think is holy about how it keeps how they keep animals.
Mm-hmm.
They will simply summon beasts that will last but a few moments, but similar to how a blade only needs to hit your throat for just a few seconds to kill you, same for these beasts. So that's one. Another one is something you guys are actually a bit more familiar with. They go by stone carvers.
Oh, great.
They say that these beings are capable of crafting tools, as well as literally making hidey holes and tunnels in the earth, and that going against them involves a lot of traps. The last one are deemed the Overgrown. They don't know how this came to be, but it seems that this clan are trees, lumber. Sometimes some of their more crafter ones will hide and disguise themselves in perfect camouflage, like a tall tree or a short tree. But regardless, they have a very tough exterior, and it does actually say, with like an asterisk, fire advised. What's it say, Samuel?
Well, we have names for who we've been fighting.
Not
Or at
stone
least-
gents anymore.
Stone
probably good.
carvers, I think.
I have it very close.
It had the word stone in it. How far could we have gotten?
I mean, pretty
I'm
far.
just trying to motivate or something. I'm drunk.
Lighten up the mood.
Hey,
Yeah, the mood around the entire area is pretty somber. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
someone just came in and cut short the round of festivities.
So there are 3 different clans. One uses some sort of fell magic, and they summon beasts. Stone carver. We fought them. We know them. Able to make tools, hide in tunnels, stuff like that. The Overgrown clan. Some weird nature thing going on. They camouflage themselves as trees, or they are trees. Tough exteriors, hard to penetrate. Well, and then it says fire is advised. So
Alright.
Makes sense.
You guys are packing fire, right? He says to the now sobering up wizards.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
have it prepared, but definitely I can bring that bad boy out.
I mean, fire's kind of a cornerstone of a lot of our damaging spells.
Hmm.
Well, that's good then. Should be fine.
Does it say anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, this piece of paper is not that big. It's probably like a bit larger than an index card.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's killed my buzz.
Do you want to get more buzz or want to get not as buzz and then go to bed?
I don't know, I mean, I feel like we've sort of passed the point of no return.
More buzz to this!
Yes.
I mean, there's some apothecaries in town that make hangover cures.
Seriously.
That shit's gotta be
Or
crazy
you could
expensive.
come
Where?
and find to me when you are done.
Too much conversation happened at once.
I said that shit's gonna be crazy expensive. O's character said, come find me when you're done.
I mean,
Wait, rush in. You sure you don't want to stay with us? The courier has an open skylight. You can still see the stars.
I accept your hospitality.
Not gonna lie, Russian, I was a bit concerned when I first saw you, but I'm happy you're among the second wave. I mean that to all of you as well. Even though you guys give me a lot of fucking shit.
It seems to be the general attitude towards you from the whole town. But
yeah.
playfully and kind, meaning.
Yeah, you get used to it. Not really. That's a lie.
If it means anything, you probably saved their skins half a dozen times so far.
Part of the job.
And you do it
I don't know,
good.
I feel like I feel like the more shit you get anyway, the more people like you, I found. You know, like in a team sort of bantery kind of.
Yeah, yeah. You guys see Abigail hugging from behind. It's always important to know what your true feelings are, though. He gets a smirk. Yeah.
Aww.
Isn't
okay.
that adorable?
So cute.
He tosses a couple gold on the table. Get around on me.
I'm glad
Yes,
they
but
accept
wait. Don't
As
we still
for
have
that-
a few drinks though?
As for that hangover cure, I think I might know someone that might be able to supply us on the cheap.
Oh, okay.
The question is it still effective or is it like buying dirty drugs here?
Yeah.
I doubt Dinless would short end us like that.
I mean, I can try and swipe some if it is cheap, but
Don't do that. Don't get arrested.
not hungover. I'm not doing that.
No, Dinless knows how to make it, I'm sure.
Aye, but I want to see her get in trouble. That was the whole point of earlier.
Yeah, I gathered that, you twat.
Right now, when we're about to head out, might not be the best time.
Fair enough.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna envy Charlotte tomorrow. There's a lot of speed paperwork she's gonna have to do.
She seems like she's probably pretty good at it though.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Still a
it's
lot.
definitely gonna be a bottleneck. God's keeper, exalted Lord, watch over her bureaucracy.
Yeah, well, thank God I'm just getting paid. Shall we get another drink or shall we head back?
Up to you guys.
Who's like all in the bar still?
There's still not a significant amount of people left. I'd say like 30% of the people, both outside as well as inside the bar, left. Some people are still actually sitting around sipping. It's a bit more of a somber atmosphere. There's still a lot of people here though.
Actually, what time is it just now?
At this point, it's probably approaching 11 p.m.
Oh, okay, well in that case, still got plenty of sleep time, so we're good.
You gotta wake up at daybreak, keep that in mind. And days are long.
Oh, okay.
Do they, is there any, like, how do I put this? Shady looking individuals.
Can I assist with
There are-
that check?
There are a couple.
Like,
There's no check involved.
guys,
Like,
Oh, okay.
guys that might know a guy.
oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We might end within the hour if that's. Yeah, we end at 6, roughly. You go back to medical wing. So, you can easily find a couple people that seem more shady than most.
Russian gets up. If you will excuse me. Walks over to one of these guys. Or if there's like a druid. Is there like a druid here?
Roll me 1d100. Let's see. I didn't detail out classes, just people's.
Or like a shady druid, preferably.
A shady druid!
A spore druid. No.
Shady like a tree.
Shady like a tree.
That's awful.
Shady like a tree. I did not just.
Good.
Damn it, I lived.
The rules are not with me today.
Nah, you don't find any shady druids, unfortunately.
But just like normal druids.
You do find normal druids that you. Not necessarily a shady druid.
Do you detail this hunt to the rest of the group, or are you keeping this all to yourself?
I mean, he hasn't said anything, right?
I need to find a herbalist.
A rebelist.
A nobilist.
Oh, herbalist.
With an H.
Herb, whatever.
Herbalist, yeah. Okay.
We don't pronounce the H here.
Herb.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get that good herb.
A herbalist.
There is a druid here, and there's also shady people here. Which one do you go to?
I'll go to the druid first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
you
go
see.
Wise, you're gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna see if I could see the same thing, but you go.
No, you guys all see the same thing, unless you're like
Yeah.
actually looking into like the darkness of the night to try to find such people. But like the
I mean,
bar itself, the bar area is well lit, so it's not that hard. Like, there's no
Alright.
point in me making you go for it. But you go over to the a female Nevros. She has, to be 100% honest with you, to the two of you that are from the old campaign, she's from the same tribe as Jericho, if you guys remember Jericho.
Right.
Remember? Green streaks in the hair are from the temples going backwards, as well as literal pine needle-like appearance to her eyes. Same tribe. His tribe scattered. So it's a sad story, really, but it's its own story. But moving on. Yeah, so you see this Nevros druid. She doesn't have like any weapons or anything on her. She just drove really simply furs upon her.
Good evening, sister of the forest.
She looks up and down, like with a raised eyebrow. Hello. Can I help you?
I was hoping that you might have some mushroom wine or pipe weed.
You can tell she recognizes both terms. Just like her eyes like open slightly. If I am being honest, I do not have any mushroom wine. I went through it on the way here. As for pipeweed, though, she pulls out from her from inside like one of her furs, sort of making this cloak almost a pipe, and then a small wooden box about the size of like an iPhone. I say an iPhone because there's an iPhone right here. I was like, hey, so that's right. And she slides the lid open.
I do not have much gold, sister. I will pay you what I have.
Roll me your charisma.
Jump back over to my computer.
I can quick it for you if you want.
Hey, seriously, I've only rolled above a 10 one time.
Actually, wait, are you trained in persuasion by any chance? I don't think you are, but are you?
No, only intimidation. I'm trained in nature.
Did nature count? No, I don't think nature would count.
Survival? I'm using inspiration.
Okay, fine. Hey, double. Do you
Try
need
so
to
hard.
hear the call of the forest?
I do, my sister. It has been a long time since I've heard the mountains call to me.
She nods sagely at that. She gets like a little leather pouch off her side, undoes it, and like pops out what's inside, which is some bones, some bone dice, and she tucks it away onto a different pouch, and then she grabs some of the pipe weed from the box and puts it in the pouch, and then ration it, brother. And she gets a smile on her face. If you find the mushrooms that can make mushroom wine or any pipe weed, please gather some and find me.
Hopefully the Scornkin have not corrupted them as well.
And we will purify it, one way or another, and them with it. But as I was saying, ration it. Mushroom wine is finite, but if you find pipeweed, I can always grow more. But this land does seem quite barren from my initial time here.
Perhaps all is not lost. I have recently been informed of a area where it's quite overgrown.
She raised an eyebrow at this. Interesting. Tread lightly during your time there, brother.
The Margin Mother guards my steps.
Her call seems quieter here. I'm
looks
talking
down
to
at
some
you.
officers right now about restoring her voice. I can only pray.
Whatever I can do to assist, I will gladly. If you need an altar boat, I know the ways to do so.
We shall see. After the huntsman came in just now, I'm wondering where my request sits in the whole process of things. We shall see.
Should we find success, I will preach your favor to him.
I'd appreciate that. This little ferret peeks out from her pack on her back. One might call it a backpack. And then begins chittering. She nods at it. It is growing late, brother. And from the sounds of it, we all have... Good luck with your endeavors. Perhaps I shall see you again soon.
Thank you, my sister. May
She
the
holds out.
skies open wide for you.
She holds out an arm. To do a wrist shake.
Yeah, absolutely returns. Probably just engulfs her whole forearm.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You could probably if you want to swing her. But yeah, you does a firm shake. May the fires keep you warm when you're out there. And with that, she departs.
You would go back over to his table and just, whenever you are ready, I will follow you.
Did you just get weed?
That whole dramatic thing.
Yeah, he scored some drugs.
You got, like, the shit.
Woo! Hippie drugs!
Alright,
I mean,
cool.
yeah,
sorry.
he's basically a hippie.
I will say that in the future, her mission will become an actual mission.
Mission unlocked.
It's something I've had planned for as a thematic part of the narrative.
Yeah.
You guys ever
Wait,
reactivate? You guys ever react or activate some shrines on the road that leads inland? Hell yeah! But you're going to then. Stole that from Darkest Dungeon. This is a cool idea.
I am writing that shit down.
That's way later though. You guys still that's probably a few sessions, if not way more. But we'll see. So, I think you guys get drunk a bit more on Varric's coin.
Oh, yes.
A dab more.
Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling it. I'm just like...
As the night gets closing out and people further and further... Basically, as the place empties out, the people that are remaining feel more and more awkward about being the last ones remaining, and then see themselves out. So it sort of increases at a faster and faster rate every time someone leaves. When you guys depart is up to you, but you guys eventually Levy stops by. Last call for the night. You guys want anything else, food-wise at least?
Should we bring Ian something just to be hospitable?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, should we bring Ian something just to be nice?
Ian has a fucking staff of servants.
Yes, but the gesture is so kind.
Give him a drink.
You have like a to-go menu? Like what?
Same as our normal menu, my friend. We can make anything.
You did say your group was full, correct?
It is, but I have family in high places. I'm sure one additional person.
He holds up a hand. Perhaps you should bring some for the ones that are not here.
Fair enough.
Oh shit! Right, Tana.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Wait a minute. They have access to the fucking.
It's the gesture, not the actual product.
You're paying for it.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, we still got the towel?
Speaking of paying for things.
No.
Dude, you got like fucking burgers, dog?
Yo, we got some Five Guys. You got some Steak Shack.
You got some
In-N-Out.
Yeah, boy.
Not gonna lie, even as a Southern Californian, In-N-Out, The cash In-N-Out, it's good for its price. Not that it's just good.
The downside
which is
is
what people
always busy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's always busy.
Taco Bell's never led you wrong.
Yeah.
Yo, got munchy meals here, dude. Wait,
Even when you get diarrhea.
Wait, do they have
Rashi's gonna smoke weed. He needs a munchie meal.
Oh my god.
What would a munchie meal for a guy that eats an entire goat be like? And plus potatoes.
I feel like it'd be like a small pig.
Yeah, at the very least.
Like a little baby piglet.
Squeak.
A micro pig. So about paying, Billy said since you guys were all a group, we just put on his tab. He puts in Costello's. To which Costello's.
I think of this option. I stand up and start heading towards the door.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there's no door. It's an outdoor area. Remember? Walk out.
I forgot we were outside.
It's important.
Can
How
I
much
like
is
stealth? Can I like
Seriously.
stealth out of here and just like sneak away?
I'm just gonna stand up and be like, how
Please.
much is it? Just
I'm
tell me.
stealthing, guys.
About let's see here. He looks at his paper. All the drinks, the buck. Well, the buck was free. The copious amount of chicken, the entire goat. It comes out to approximately 25 gold.
What?
Here, take it.
Oh,
Thank you.
that was nowhere near
I
what
would,
I thought it was going to come to. Oh,
I'll say I would hand Samuel 5 of my 7 gold. For my share.
Okay, cool. Alright.
yeah, I know.
Levy pulls you aside, or like before you go, Samuel. He like grabs your sleeve and pulls you, tugs at you.
Oh.
This is after this is after a discount. Heard you guys were one of the first teams out. Varric just remarks, "Fucking told you guys news travels fast." Give him
I
hell out
don't
there.
want to
Yeah?
be the way the news travels fast, though.
Give him hell out there, yeah.
You know it.
He holds out like a fist for like a fist bump.
Hell yeah, dude! Fucking
Fist
get me
bump.
up, bro.
Boom.
Good luck out there, guys, and good night.
Night to night. Right.
No, but seriously, can I get like a fucking burger for like?
Do you
the
actually
legit
want
stock?
something?
Yeah, I'm gonna
fine,
bring.
fine. Here.
gonna
I thought
bring
you guys were
food.
kidding.
No.
Can I get drunk food then?
It's last call. They can still make anything.
Okay, I would like The same. Not on my tab.
I'll cook it on myself. With your remarks. You guys get some double cheeseburgers with the works. Some steak fries on the side.
Oh, crap.
Oh, stop it! You're getting me
wake up
excited.
obese. Do our rooms have mini fridges so we can like shove it in there and save it for
They don't. Fridges don't exist, asshole.
Do they have mini ice bins?
They do not. That's something to know. Like taverns that offer cold drinks are usually really fancy, or they have magic. So the fact that you guys got cold drinks today tells you one or the other about this place.
Oh no.
Porque no los dos.
As you guys are, Levy sets down some to-go burgers and fries and stuff like that.
I'm gonna eat less like the animal I am.
In the words of Ice Cube in his movie Triple X State of the Union, your brother needs some more fries and a shake to go. So that's exactly what you got. I love that scene. Makes me so hungry. But yeah, so you guys are good to go.
Alright.
Costello gets handed the piece of paper that has his tab of things. And like of the stuff he broke. And he's like, whew. And that's coming out of your pocket, Uncle. Yes, I'm well aware. Abigail turns as you guys are all departing. Like, she sort of rushes to the front and turns her heels. Thank you for a lovely night out. Although, I wish it didn't go the way it went with the huntsman.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
Yep.
Enjoy
Can we
tonight.
come
Don't worry
back?
about tomorrow.
Oh god, Tor's gonna. Right.
I'll talk to Dinless. If anything, I can try my hand at making it. I know roughly how it goes, or at least Emil's version of it. You guys start walking back through the streets. Aminius,
Yes.
can I talk to you really quick?
Sure.
You both sort of slow your steps, your pace, so that the group outlaps you, and just sort of are sitting in the back. Now, this is technically considered a sneaky deaky conversation, my friends, but if you want to listen in, you're free to roll perception to find out.
Oh wait, it'd be at disadvantage.
No, you're just sobered up at this point.
Hey, I'll take a 22 then.
No, that's okay.
I like that. Both me and Kirsty are just like, yep.
Wanted it to be private. Well, I'll respect that.
Fair enough.
No.
Now, which sort of boyfriend is Varric?
If anything, he's the kind of guy that would see this and be like, excuse me. Or punch us in the arm.
This is getting saucy.
No, I think he trusts her.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's kinda.
Him and Costello are probably talking. So, to those of you that didn't roll, just pretend like you didn't hear this. Finger guns.